But right now there are no patrons left anymore. And the real reason I didn't bring her in is because there are too many characters. Yeah, it is. And if I had to play Jimmy and Giselle, and
Jimmy.
And how about rituals? They don't cast, they don't use the spell slot.
but they take 10 minutes to cast.
Oh.
So you cast it for free, but it takes time. Yeah.
Where have the charge sheets gone? Where have the charge sheets gone?
Have you got a pizza already? Oh no. I mustn't, but I will.
Everybody slots.
Yep.
Can I sweep time frame?
You don't need to, because I only wrote it down, so you only cast it once. Since once you find a familiar, it's permanent until it's killed. So I only wrote it down because you had to know it in order to cast it beforehand. I mean, you only have a familiar.
Okay, but I can find familiar, it's a ritual to see through my pet's eyes and so on.
You're only able to.
Because
No, I
Or
literally
some
just
music.
read the conditions, so I just
yeah, well,
think about this condition. You
okay, I understand what you're saying. Look, it's like this. Once you do find familiar,
I
You
can
may-
do everything.
yeah, it that's written on that spell. Because that's written down because it's permanent. You don't need to cast it again since if your familiar dies, then yeah, you do have to find familiar again in order to.
It's just confusing for me
Mhm.
because I thought that to order my pet is just an action, no bonus action, for example.
If
Order
it's,
pet.
if it's a simple narration, if you don't do so. If it's anything complicated, you have to take mental control of it because it's not really a very smart creature.
Whoa.
But you,
That's
but you counted like action for
Mhm.
me to go to.
Because
on his pet.
since you have to make an dexterity check in this case.
Okay. If he don't use any checks, so it's a bonus action.
If it's an automatic success, then yeah, you can basically just bonus action. You say do whatever you want. I'm not really sure on familiar rules. I think. I think those are the rules for.
Just to be on even
On the same page,
thinking.
Remember that your familiar can't actually attack. So.
No, but he can just run.
Look at the rules.
Just
Just
like
the rules say that nothing happens.
Cancel
If you do
it.
it. I'm just inventing one because I think it's much more interesting than
Ar kas nors su mašina važiuoja pro... Kas nors su mašina?
Aš,
Pro kur važiuosi?
nu, aš į pašilus važiuoju, bet kokiam pasuktai.
Ten Rozą važiuoja?
Pravozą?
Važiuoju, man atrodo.
Jo.
Tai valinai?
Tai galės tave pavežti.
No. Nes kitaip po to
Žinai.
O tu
Ką tai?
is making the move, so attack of opportunity, I guess.
Sneak attack.
Yes.
Sneak kill with one.
Well, I guess you already did an action beforehand.
Yep.
If nobody goes for the pizza, I go.
So they just go. Not it.
Man atrodo, gal užteks negi.
Okay, roll card. Biz Zehani. Zehani.
Lohani.
Whoa. I don't like the implication.
The funny thing is, Bird did the same. Bird did the same.
Ne, čia Xiaomi tasai.
Yeah. And how did Bird do in comparison?
Where's that? Yeah.
Tipo, kokiam ženklui, bet ten labiausiai naudingas ir galvoja. Ne, tas skamba telefonas.
Got it, that count, everybody.
Žalina. Jo. Nes aš nuo telefono, jeigu mobilus, tiesiog jau užsidėjęs šitą skambutę, nu, žalį, to aš pramiegu. Aš neišgirdžiu, kad jis skamba. O šitą vis laikas, taip.
Atsvyko.
Čia.
Aš nežinau, aš kriūrį šitą pavojus. Jinai tokia biškai didesnė nuo gurkių. Tai mes jau negalime dabar tokio. Skaitai, jūs galime nešėti neškas.
Labai patenkintas battery life už tos. Tai galvau, žinai, savaitę kokie viskas. Šitas... Nu, ant kūčių gavau ją. Ir dar 25% įvykę. Patarpės.
Rimtai? O, wow.
Jo, jinai kažkada tai susisinkina. Kad čia angliškai gal reikia kalbėti čia...
Probably, but you know, for reference, I never broke the compact, so. As you can. How guys enjoying your characters?
Good. It's smashing and bashing so far.
Pretty
so.
much, yeah. So, bashy and smashy.
So I have
Although I
so we're good characters for this game.
Arnold Schwarzenegger accent.
Oh yeah. I actually imagined him more like, you know, completely like grumpy and like, you know, like, oh, this
I can do a
again.
Scottish accent.
Oh, not this again. You gotta go. Come on, Larry. Grab your bag. No, that's okay. Irish.
Grab your bag.
Sheeps. St. Patrick's Day. That's Irish, actually.
Yeah, St. Mary's.
And then slip into a Welsh and then
You
a
can
West Country
take
accent.
our lives.
Oh, Mr. Proudhouse.
Our freedom!
So, you know, Barry just has like half his face painted in goblin blood and the other half. But yeah.
They might take our lives,
No,
but they
if-
will never take our
Hey, if
lives.
we're talking about someone's face
Mines.
painted in goblin blood,
They'll never take our minds!
the murder!
What is that?
Stone Cold Killer.
Do you need like Mark, do you need any help with any other spells? In case you do you have any, is there any confusion?
I just have to use what I'm
Need
prepared.
help with anything?
Well, I prepared spells which I thought would be useful both in RP and in combat, if you think creatively. Like, I originally thought that, you know, you can use Fireball to light fires or just use...
As
like-
I remember, a
But I
fireball
don't
would
have
be
the fireball,
quite
so
bad, right?
Yes, and
Because
then-
it explodes.
Yeah, and an explosive stuff.
I always used to think that Ray of Frost could be used to like weaken a lock and then like break it.
But basically, my philosophy is if people, you know, give a good explanation for something and it's interesting, then yeah, go for it, because I think it's a dramatic adventure, and while there is some fun in, you know, seeing someone fail, at the same time, you know, like, why shoot down good ideas or bad ideas?
So, could you use the ray of frost to
cryogenically freeze someone until a
No.
cure is found for their disease?
No, because that's. See, you know, you can use a rear frost to freeze someone, but that's not how cryogenics work.
Actually, in this you can. You just freeze it, and then
I mean,
you use raise dead to.
Oh yeah, well I suppose so. No, this is a D&D, but then it'll only work for. I think it's raised dead is 10 levels. Sorry, 10 years per spell level or something like. How long ago they can be dead before you can raise them?
Oh.
It's resurrection.
Yeah, I think it's resurrection as well. That basically you can't revive the dead if they've been dead for too long.
Yes.
In the old editions, I think it used to be that it was 10 years per level. So like a 20th level cleric could raise a
and I
guy from
think
200 years ago, but
I think he must be willing to.
Yes.
Be raised.
well, you can always raise undead. Hmm? Think creatively.
Okay, shall we?
So,
Yes.
Cryogenics is very creative.
I think it's
Let's
called
agree to
anime.
disagree.
this is Gusto's.
I mean, you can try and
No.
goose.
I have no ray of frost,
Mine has
man.
somehow disappeared.
I only have my mind.
Gusto.
Well, I know what you do have though. You have bullshit rolls.
It's Gusto's as well. D3.
just pass them around. Here.
Barry! Hey, here you go.
Brother, come.
Barry!
I think this calls for Gusto to make us all a meal.
What the?
Sure calls
Okay.
for a roast of pork and a good
goblin.
beer.
This been tinkered with.
I smell an unfamiliar scent, and then you just throw it out of your nest because it's no longer good. Okay, so last we left off, you brutally beat, an ogre to near death.
Not every one of us brutally beat.
I suppose that's not how I remember it.
And that's depends on the point of view. We were doing our job, so.
Okay, but
A little thing called self-defense.
you had about an hour after the ogre left. What did you do? Because here's the situation: the ogre left, but you can see there are people milling around the inn in large numbers, and two, now you felt a slight tugging at the back of your minds earlier, but now it's quite an insistent pull, and it is actually coming from the basement. It doesn't override your actions, but you feel like it's literally just like it whispers to you, asking you to just come in.
A type of railroading.
Yes, it is. It's called DM bullshit.
First of all, I go upstairs and check my room if anything else is missing.
Well, for some reason you see that one of the drawers is open. No, your room is fine. Giselle's room. You see that the drawers are open and the bra is on the ground again.
Covered
the
in
wizard.
But you don't know who took it. It's still warm to the touch, but someone has worn it
Does it
recently.
have traces of DNA on it?
I hope not.
Can I do an investigation? See
DC 20. Okay.
I smell the bra.
It's a difficult check.
Aha!
I'm getting very suspicious and very angry.
Natural 20.
21.
What, seriously?
Yeah. 17 plus 4.
Okay, well, you don't know who took it, but in all of the goblin and Dietrich blood, you see small-sized footprints leading out of the room.
Footprints.
Yes,
Can we see where we lead?
they lead out of the room. And they sort of disappear midway as though someone remembered that, they're walking with bloody feet and managed to hurriedly wipe them off. But you know that they're small, almost child-sized.
Which way did you walk?
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Okay, anyway, just quick to interrupt, this is a long rest. Sorry, this is a short rest, which means I think Dietrich can recover some spells. I can't remember how that arcane potency
Once
works.
per day. 2 spells, once per day.
Yeah, so you can recover two spell levels.
2 level 1 or
Yeah,
1
so
level
just choose and just write them down.
I have a Song of Rest, and
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what it does.
Well, basically that means that you guys had some residual damage left.